Aha! Good morning, chums. How are we? It is a beautiful day, so I'm not going to be cross with you if you're not actually there and you do this another time. Because what a morning, eh? Bit chilly still, but fantastic. And you may find as the weather improves, as the summer goes on, that this session maybe doesn't fit in with your timetable. Do not worry. Remember, if you still want to do it, you can do it on the same link at a time that suits you, as long as it's after this time. Otherwise, we won't have done it. So, yeah, make these things work for you. You may find that you're more active in the summer and it's not appropriate, and you come back to it in sort of September, October. Again, make sure whatever you do works for you. Now, we've got a nice session today. You can see I've got my shopping bag in the corner. There's a purpose to it. What are we going to need? So I've got the chair, okay, chair without arms. It's not absolutely necessary, but it's useful. I've got my light weights. So again, I keep forgetting to replace the tin that Mr. Tag took for the chili. So I'll be using the light weights, but you can use tins, you can use 2 bottles of water, and I will also be using, ta-da, the stretchy resistance band. So if you haven't got those things, pop and get them now. Don't rush. There's no need to hurry. And I've got a drink, and I'm going to need that drink today. And again, you can drink at the end, but if you like to take a few sips to hydrate as you go, just make sure you've got something to hand. Decent pair of shoes. Make sure you're feeling well and you're not ill. This is not a session to do if you're unwell, particularly if you've got a fever or a virus. And if you got all that, if you're ready to go, let's make a start, shall we? I'm feeling a little bit stiff this morning. Also a little bit, you know, that sort of waking up. So the old hockey injury, Mr. James. So we're going to open out this chest. We are going to stand nice and tall, and already we feel a little bit better. We're going to start by this shoulder squeeze up and down. So these are called shoulder shrugs. I'm going to say that right. Shoulder shrugs. Okay, so we're just squeezing up, relaxing those shoulders down. And while we're doing that, let's think about what the purpose of this session is. So what are we aiming for? We're not aiming to get out of breath in this session. So it's not a cardiovascular fitness session. This is all about muscular strength, muscular endurance. So it's the ability of your muscles to exert force. Okay, so this is what we're looking to do. Now, what we're going to do now is just draw this tummy button in, take the feet a little bit wider if you need to, and we're going to come into those side bends. See if you can keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Now, I like to draw my tummy button in because I think it helps stabilize the hips. What we don't want is these hips going in the opposite direction if you can avoid it. Oh, there's Sam. I was going to say the house is unusually quiet as everyone's back in school. So life is looking up, chums. We're still in the box room. You're still in your living room, but life is looking up. Now, bring it all the way back up. Let's just see if we can take that little circle with the shoulders, and we're going to do a knee bend at the same time. So as we come down, little knee bend. Don't hurt your knees, just a little bit of leg movement, and we're just going to roll these shoulders. And then we're just going to walk these feet in. We're going to take them out, and we're going to bring them in, and we're going to take them out again. Now, what we're going to do now is just a little bit of head and neck warm up. Drop that chin to the chest, lift that chin up. We're going to turn the head really gently to your right, come back to center. Good. Drop that chin to the chest again. Lovely. So try and relax your shoulders while you're doing this. Try and keep that chest nice and open. And then this time we're going to turn that head the other way. Good. Okay. So nice relaxed shoulders. And this time just gently looking over that shoulder to the other side. So try not to move those shoulders or squeeze them up. Sorry about the dog barking. The loudest bark, possibly this side of the Western Hemisphere. Okay, so we're just going to take a little walk on the spot. Nothing major, just going to start to get that heart rate up a little bit. As I say, this is just for the purpose of the warm-up, so we can warm the body, warm the joints, warm the muscles. Much easier when it's warm outside. Now, what we're going to do now is just take a little heel tap forwards, just tapping that heel forwards. Good. We're going to see if we can stand nice and tall. So we're just starting to get a bit of calf warm up here going on, okay? A little bit of ankle. We're just going to stop there, hold on to something if you need it for balance, but we're going to take that little heel toe movement. So this is smashing if you get quite stiff ankles. Good. Really nice way of warming up these calf muscles as well. And then we'll change legs. So you're just finding the same spot on the carpet, on the floor, and just taking the heel and then the toe there. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to bring it in and then we're going to take some taps out to the side, okay? So try and keep that long trunk. Remember that long trunk. Relax shoulders, arms, wherever you like, to be honest with you. We're just warming up these hips, okay? Warming up the muscles, getting the joints more mobile. Then we're going to take that tap behind us, okay? I'll just show you from this angle. Little tap behind us. You've got it. Little tap behind us. Great stuff. Now we're going to bring it in. We're going to take that little pedal, one heel at a time. And while we're doing that, we're going to go back to the shoulder rolls, but we're going to increase the range. We're going to bring in some elbow circles. Good. So we're just really getting some nice movement in the shoulders, opening out that chest, getting the muscles in the upper back working. Good. Now let's just bring those arms down, bring those heels down, go back to that walk on the spot. So we're going to bring in these arms a little bit now. Okay, so breath might be coming a little bit faster than it was before we started. Nice and light on the feet, nice long body. You've got it. Okay, now what we're going to do is just take a little chest press forward. So the same movement we're going to do when we do our wall presses. Pushing away, bringing it back. Good. So pushing away, squeezing those shoulders together or shoulder blades together as you come back. And then we're just going to relax these arms down. We're going to take some side steps. So we're going to step to the side and we're going to bring it back. Good. Step and back. Superb. Now, let's see if we can just step out a little bit so those feet are slightly wider than hip width apart. And we're going to squeeze the heels to the bottom. Just a nice comfortable space. So we're just warming up these knee joints. Okay, that could be where we're going with this. If your knees are stiff or they get sore or they don't like this movement. Good stuff. Nice, strong trunk. Well done. That looks great. Now, we're going to bring it down and we're going to see if we can take a mini squat. So we're going to just take our hands onto the thighs, bend at the knees, push up through the heels, lift that chest. Good. Down and up. I'll just show you from this angle. It's a small movement. Well, hello. That was a racket. Good. And we're going to take one more and bring it up and then we'll just walk it out. Good. So just give those arms a little bit of a shake. And what we're going to do is just circle these wrists a little bit. So really get them nice and warm and the other way. And then we're going to make a fist this time. And as we push away into that chest press, we're going to flex the hands, push into the palms, stretch into the fingers. So in and stretch. Good. In and stretch away. We're going to go in and really stretch into those fingers. Bring it down. And then we're just going to calm it down a little bit. We're going to take a foot behind us and we're going to press the heel of that back foot to the floor. Lift that heel, bring it in. We're going to do the same on the other side. Nice and controlled. Good. So those feet are hip width apart. Heel directly behind that big toe. Good. And we're just going to do one more either side. One more either side. I know what I haven't done yet, so we'll do it now. We haven't done our little twisting movement, our spine twist. So just try not to stick that bottom out. Soften the knees a little bit. Just take them off lock. Bring those fingertips together. And what we're going to do is glue these hips in one place. So all we're doing is gently moving the top half of the body. And then we're going to come back. Good. We're going to do the same on this side. So just gently getting this part of the spine mobilized. Good. And back to center. Good. Okay, just keep drawing that tummy button gently away from the waistband of those trousers. Good. Relax the shoulders. Bring it in. And then we're just going to tap it out. Tap it out. Let's add a bicep curl. Tap it out. Good work. Now, we're going to see if we can just bring the feet in, relax the arms. We're going to tap out, and we're just going to see if we can start to reach up as we tap out. Reach up. A little bit further each time. You can do one arm at a time if you like, or you can do two arms together. Good. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring it in, bring it in. Now, we're going to take those feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart, ever so slightly turning those toes outwards. And we're just going to see if we can take our weight onto this foot, okay, onto your right foot. And we're just going to let these hips go a little bit. So we're going to let that heel come away from the opposite foot. And we're going to do the same there. And then we're going to add, watch out for what furniture's around you there. We're going to add a little bit of a spine swing. So keep the arms in if you've got things around you. And we're just looking for a little bit of hip movement, okay? Just getting these hips warmed up. Good. Standing nice and tall. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then again, we're going to bring it in. And we're going to see if we can now just lift those knees up a little bit higher. Get these hip flexors working. Good stuff. Get these hip flexors working. And then we're going to just walk ourselves to the wall. And we're going to just practice a slightly bigger step backwards. So we're just stretching out these hip flexors a little bit. Slightly bigger step back. If you don't need the wall, you don't need to use it. Good. You don't have to put those heels to the floor, but you can if you prefer. Good. But we're just really opening up these hips. So we're going to do one more of these, and then we're going to walk it out. Good. So how are we feeling? We okay? Yes, of course you are. Okay, we're going to just do a little bit of swimming, okay, to finish up. So we're going to take a breaststroke movement. And on the third or fourth movement, we're going to bring those hands around to the base of the spine. We're going to place the palms just at the top of that bottom, lift that chest, draw those elbows together. Good. And then we're going to release. And then we're going to give ourselves a big pat on the back. Good. Really reach over that shoulder, pat on the back, reach up and down. Good. We're going to reach over the other shoulder, same hand, same shoulder. Reach up and down. Excellent. And then just tapping to finish off. Tapping, leaving that foot there, sinking down into that back of the thigh length. Good. Okay, bringing it back up, walking it out. Same on the other side. Good. Whoo. And then we're going to come all the way back up. So let's just shake out those arms. Shake out those legs. Good. And then we're going to just see if we can add some bicep curls, little taps in front. And then we're going to take it to the side. Good. So this is just our re-warmer. And then we're going to just take these arms out at the same time. Good. Don't have to take those elbows higher than the shoulders. And then we're just going to take a breath in. We're going to breathe out. And as you breathe out, we're almost taking that squat movement. So we're keeping those heels glued to the floor and just pushing up. Breathing out. Breathing in. And we are ready to rumble. We are ready to start our strength section. So I'm just gently keeping my feet moving. I don't want to just stop after the warm-up. Have a sip of water if you'd like some. I am going to open the window because it's actually warming up here somewhat. Who can believe it? So the first section, we have got some squats. We have got some press-ups against the wall, and we are also going to use our light weights And we're going to take that rotational move, that wood chop movement. So we're going to need the chair, maybe, if you've got it. Don't worry if you haven't. And we're going to need the wall and one of your dumbbells. Okay, you can use 2 if you prefer a bit more weight, but I would recommend 1 to start. So grab those things. I'm going to bring my chair out. And let's do it. So if you're using your chair for your squats, and I'm pulling it out, we're just going to make sure that those feet in the right position and we're not too far away from the chair, because if we do want to use it as a sort of aiming tool, we don't want to be missing it. If you're unsure, put it against the wall. Now, we're going to do 45 seconds on and 15 recovery while we move to the next exercise, okay? So you're going to probably have time for about 10 to 15 repetitions. But don't worry about counting them because I'm going to do it on time. I'll just get my stopwatch going, okay? And then we can head off. I forgot to start it. And then it disappears. Right, so stopwatch is here. And she says, oh, stopwatch is somewhere. Okay, here it is. I've started it. Right then, so we are going to do 45 seconds. So if you're not using the chair, remember feet hip width apart. If you're going slightly wider, slightly out turn toes. So when you're ready, we are going to go. Off we go. So we're really thinking about that strong back. If you need a little bit of support, you can actually do sit to stand, push up off that chair. Good, up to you. All right, so we're keeping that strong back, strong chest. Try not to drop that chest to knee level. Keep that chest lifted. So see if you can look where you're going all the time. And if you wanted to hold a weight to make it more challenging, you're adding the weight. Now, if you want to make it more challenging without that, we're going to slow it down, going down, power up. Good. Slow it down on the way down, power up. This lowering phase is amazing at building strength. Good. Okay, hold it there. Move those feet. That's 45 seconds. So on to that wall next. So remember, hands not too high, but chest height, slightly wider than shoulders, the hands, fingers pointing upwards. Let's do it. Good. So this is so good for arms, chest, and shoulder muscles. So this is giving you the ability to push yourself up off the floor, out of bed, out of chairs. Okay, helps you carry things. Just really useful. It's one of the most useful exercises. Good. So we're pushing that body weight. Great stuff, guys. So as you come forwards, keep that chin just gently chucked towards the chest. Nose comes over the top of the fingertips. Great stuff. And relax. Come away from the wall. So if you can't do the whole 45 seconds, please don't worry. Just do as much as is comfortably challenging. So your last 2 repetitions should feel challenging. And then wait for the next one. So just gently move your feet. Now we're going to take our dumbbell or our tin and we're going to hold it. So nice and light, nice light grip. We never have to grip our weights really heavily. Now we're going to take this feet just that little bit wider, hip width apart, maybe a bit wider, soften those knees a little bit. So we're just going to try not to sort of arch that back like that. So just bottom in ever so slightly, neutral spine. And then we're just going to practice just taking this weight and rotating the hips. So we're going to take the weight towards that right shoulder and then we're going to come down and this heel on this left leg is on that floor, okay? So we're just going to rotate and down. Good, really push through that hip. That's good. Excellent. So we're going to do 45 seconds on this side and then we'll do 45 seconds on the other side. Good. So if you're unsure, just keep that range quite small. Keep that range quite small. And as you build your confidence, we can increase that range. Great. So this is a really useful movement for all sorts of activities, whether you're in the garden, whether you're in the house, whether you're playing sport. Good. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. 2 more. 1 more. Whew, felt quite hard. Okay, I think it's the time length. I think we don't usually do quite as many repetitions, but that's okay. Now, just get ready for the next one. So again, we're going to start this time at your left shoulder, and then we're just going to gently, gently take that weight down through that right leg, and then we're going to push through this hip. Okay, good. Nice relaxed shoulders. Draw those shoulder blades down and push through that leg, through that hip. So you've got that rotation through the trunk. Lovely. Okay, great work, guys. Lovely. So even if we're doing this without resistance, it's actually promoting the flexibility. Okay, so we're not going to pull muscles next time we suddenly go into this type of movement. Lovely. Okay, we're just going to do 2 more. Make sure we're breathing out, okay? Make sure we're breathing out and bring it down. Great stuff. Okay, back to the squats. Happy with that? Now, I'm going to do something slightly different. We're going to start introducing almost like a deadlift, if that makes sense. My bag had fallen down. So I want you to imagine that you're picking something a little bit heavy off the chair. So it doesn't matter if it's an imaginary chair or a chair itself. Let's just make sure you can see that. Now, I'm going to bring my feet close to the object I want to pick up. So again, hip width apart, feet close to this object, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to imagine picking something off the chair, and we're going to pick it up and we're going to squeeze that bottom. So it's pretty much a squat, okay? And what we're thinking about is if you had a bag or something heavy, we're deadlifting. So we're coming down, using the hamstrings and the glutes, and then finally that lower back a little bit to pick it up. So this is all going to be imaginary. All right, it's imaginary because I want us to get used to it. So we're going to picture what we want to pick up, and we're just going to come down, squeeze. Now try not to do that so you sort of your chest is lower than your hips, so your back is rounded. Keep that strong back. It's all about the legs, okay? Squeeze. Brilliant. Okay, well, our time is starting now. So if you're doing double, I apologize. Good. So we're coming down, keeping that chest higher than the hips. Really sort of, as we're here, draw those shoulders back and down. Draw those shoulder blades down that back. Good. So we're just, imagine when we're picking something up. So imagine we're in the garden. We've just got to pick something that we've just done, and we're really, really practicing this in a practical way. Good. That's great. Now, what we can do next week is fill a bag with some just light tins, 1 or 2, just to get used to actually picking up some weight. Good. Okay. And then we're going to walk it out. So that's my aim for next week. So if you bring a bag for life into the kitchen or the living room, we're going to have a little go at that. Okay, so wall press. Are you ready? Let's find that wall. Relax the shoulders. Slide those shoulder blades down that back. Remember, you can make it more challenging by taking the feet further away from the wall, but you may have to slide those hands down. Good. So really concentrating on that lowering phase, nice and slow. Power away. Good. Making sure we breathe out. Yes, you've got it. That's good. Try not to lift that chin. So as soon as the forehead or the nose comes close to the wall, push away. That's it. You've got it. Push away. That little orange between your chin and your chest. That little orange is probably struggling a bit after all these weeks of being tucked between your chin and your chest. Okay, I think that is it. That was practically a minute, sorry. And we're just going to roll those shoulders. Okay, so lightweight tin for our wood chop. So I'm going to use my deadlift. I have to be careful here because of the sloping roof. So let's see if we can start low this time. So just bend those knees slightly, soften, and remember, we're just going to rotate through. Making sure we breathe out. Good. So you might find this heel pivots to aid that hip rotation. Brilliant. You've got this. Superb. So we're going to do one more and then we're going to change sides, okay? All right, good. If you need to walk those feet around a little bit. And then what we're going to do again is start low, this time to the right side, and rotate. So really think about pushing this right hip towards that left shoulder. Good. That's great. Heel is down until that hip starts to rotate. Brilliant. Okay. Two more. And one. Breathing out. And bring it down. Good work, my friends. Ooh, okay. So we're going to go on to now using the weights. We're going to be working your shoulders. So this is all about your ability to push, not sort of chest level like we just done, but to push up. So let's just think about how we hold these weights. We don't want to grip them really tightly. So you just want to take a lightest grip as possible without allowing it to fall out of your hands. Nice, steady stance. Just draw that tummy button in slightly, neutral spine, shoulders relax. And then all we're going to do is push up one arm, control it back down. Now you can do alternate, or you can do two arms together. And again, that lowering phase is really important in strength building. So try not to just let those arms fall down. Control the movement down. Now, if you've got limited shoulder mobility, just turn those hands, the palms, so they're facing your head. And if you have got good shoulder mobility, you can actually rotate so those palms are facing outwards. Okay, up to you. Now, if two together gets too much, just go back to one at a time. That's good. Keep those hips stable. Try not to sort of push. That's it. We got one more. One more. Come on, you can do it. And roll those shoulders. Okay, relax. Now I'm going to put my weights on the chair so they're easy to access next time. And we're going to do a little bit more leg strength. So remember our backward lunge. So we've got this wall for balance. Some of you now at this point may not need it. So feet are hip width apart, strong trunk. We're just going to start a little bit smaller just to assess that knee. We're just going to make sure that knee's in line with that second toe, and we're going to push up through the heel of that front foot. So we're just going to find your range, and then we're going to see if we can do about 40 more seconds of that. Okay, so this could be your range. It could be a very small movement, and we're just strengthening the thighs like that. Really stand tall at the end of it. Try not to drop that chest and keep it there. Really stand tall. Try and keep that nice strong trunk throughout. Good. Okay, that's brilliant, guys. You can really feel the glutes being activated, and you can really feel those thighs moving. Good. Okay, we're going to move those feet. We're going to change sides. Okay, so I'm going to keep an eye on the clock. Move those feet between. Are we ready? So just play with it to start off with. Make sure those knees are happy. So it's excellent move, this one. If you think about climbing stairs, this is basically what we're doing. Good. If we're having to pick something off the floor or get down onto the floor and get back up, this is what we do, okay? So it's really worth building this into our strength routine. Really worth it. Okay, good. We got one more. And just move those feet. Good work. Okay, so we're going to walk ourselves, find your resistance band. We're going to do some upper body work now. When I say upper body, upper back work. We've done some upper body work. So this is where we're going to hold the band nice and comfortably, sort of just across the palms of your hands like that. And we're going to try and keep those wrists nice and strong rather than flexing them like this. So when we're doing our resistance work, we're always trying to keep that nice long line. So depending on how hard you want to work, you can take the hands wider, you can take them narrower. And we're working these muscles in the upper back. Now, relax the shoulders, open out that chest. We're just going to breathe out and just gently float those arms up. So it's very much this movement in the shoulder here, okay? We're not bending the elbows too much. Good. So we're just going to breathe out. We're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, just draw those shoulder blades down the back towards the bottom. Good. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to draw this band apart, squeeze these elbows down towards your bottom, and then we're going to push up, release the tension. Tension, squeeze, push up, release. Good. Tension, squeeze, push up, release. Good. Tension, squeeze. Good. Nice strong trunk. Think about that chin. Are you sticking that chin out? Look straight ahead. Maybe even angle your gaze down a little bit if that neck feels better in that position. Good. That's it. You can feel the backs of the shoulders. You can actually feel the arm muscles working. So you might notice the triceps as you lengthen, the biceps as you pull down. Good. Have we got two more? Two. You've got it. One. Oh, and roll those shoulders. Excellent work. So what we are doing is giving you the ability to pull things down, okay? Really getting those big muscles in the back working. So now we're going to have a quick drink, if you've got one there. Quick drink, because we're halfway through the session. Yes, indeedy. I put the more challenging exercises first, so don't worry too much. If you thought, I thought we were almost done. Right, shoulder press. So again, nice strong shoulders. Let's do it. So we can either do alternate or together. Let's go. Don't forget that breath out. Yes. So you can see knees are soft. We've got that neutral spine. And by neutral spine, I mean a long spine, but that natural curve. We're not sort of sticking that bottom out or pushing the belly forwards, particularly as we lift up. You might find as you lift up, as you push up, you need to draw the tummy button in to stop that tummy pushing forwards. That's good. It likes to assist, but we're not going to let it. Yes, we're not. So this is good work, guys. This is really good. We've just got two more repetitions. Two more. Oh, last one. That's good. And release. And again, just do the number of repetitions that works for you. Could be a couple less, could be a few more. I'm going to place these weights down. We're going to go for our lunge. Oh, I like to cross them. Now, you can, once you've got your balance with the lunges, you can hold your weights to make the lunges more challenging. So we can stand nice and tall, and we're going to just do one leg. That's good. So that's what you can do. I am not convinced that my core strength is good enough for me to just loosen go of the wall. I want to keep my technique as good as it can be. Can really help, and then powering up. So slowly down, power up through that heel, really activating those glutes. Good. Just a couple more, guys. You can do it. I know you can. Last one. Come on. Whew. And then we'll change sides, okay? So I'm just going to move my feet a little bit. And although it's not aimed to tackle cardiorespiratory fitness, you may find using the bigger muscles repetitively, sometimes your breath comes a little bit faster. Good. That's great, guys. So we're keeping that chest lifted, looking at that fixed point in the distance. Brilliant. Now remember that slower down. If you want to make it more challenging, power up. Slower down, power up. Good. Slower down, power up. Slow, pause, power. And we got 3, 2, 1. Whew. Walk those feet. Walk those feet. Good stuff. Okay. Stretchy band. Let's work the latissimus dorsi, or the swimmer's muscles. So again, how we start, really important. Feet, chest open, shoulders relaxed. Draw those shoulder blades down the back. And now I'm really focusing on that breath out as I pull. It can be wherever you like. So as long as you breathe out, it doesn't matter. Good. Now I might make it a little bit more challenging the second time. I'm going to bring my hands closer together. That's it. Good. So this really is one of the exercises that I love. It just seems to help with neck, shoulders, everything. Good. So we just got a couple more. Really reach up if you can. And one more, last one. Brilliant. Okay. Move the feet a little bit. Roll those shoulders. We are almost there, my friends. We are almost there. So we are now going to do a little bit of calf strength and balance mixed. So you're going to need your wall for support. You might even need 2 hands on the wall, because what we're going to do is we're going to start just with 5 heel lifts. So we're going to lift both heels away from the floor, but then we're going to see if we can stay on tiptoe and take 2 steps forwards. 1, 2, and down. We're going to keep doing that. Up. We're going to go 1, 2, down. We're going to go up. 1, 2, down. Now we're going to go up. We're going to go 1, 2, back. 1, 2, down. We're going to go backwards. 1, 2, down. Good. We're going to go up. 1, 2, down. And just shake those legs out. Good. Really useful balance, really useful calf strengthening. Now, we're going to get our band again. And keeping that little orange between your chin and your chest, this time, we're just going to take the hand over the top of the band. Nice light grip again. You've done this before. Slightly soft elbows, shoulders drawn away from the ears, chest nice and open. We're just going to open out this band. Actually, you're going to have to take your hands, forgot that bit, quite wide on this band, close to the end of the band. We're going to just maintain that neutral spine, and we're going to open out that chest. So draw the shoulder blades together, bring it in. Good. We're going to open. Now watch you don't stick that chin out in front of you. So keep that chin drawn to the back of the neck. Make sure we're breathing out. I always find it helps to breathe in as you open that chest area. Breathe out as we close. I'm going to not stick to the 45 seconds with this one. We're just going to do one more. Do 2 more if you prefer. We're going to release, roll those shoulders. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then we're going to take one end of the band. We're going to just take your foot or both feet on the band. And what we're going to do is take the grip this time like this, okay? So we're going to work your biceps. So this is going to help with carrying things. This is good strength. So nice strong stance. Really glue this elbow into your side, relax the shoulders, and we're going to squeeze, release. Good. Squeeze, and notice there's no daylight between my elbow and my shoulder. Good. Okay, so we've got that band grip, but not too tight, but obviously not so loose that it might fall out of your hand. Good. And we're just making sure we breathe out and in. Good. And in. Lovely. We're going to do two more. Two more. This is the last one. And release. Roll that shoulder. Take your feet off the band. We're going to take it the other way. And again. So chest open, knees soft, grip. Okay, like that. And nice, relaxed. Try not to do anything. Then bring that wrist towards the shoulder. So we're leading with that thumb. Good. Nice and relaxed. Good work. You can loosen off that tension by moving the band closer or moving your hand closer to the end of the band, taking your feet further to the end of the band, and you can increase the tension by shortening. Okay, last two. Last one. And release. Ooh. Right then, so we are just going to do one more set of the calf raises and the little walks, and one more set of the chest openings, okay? And then we'll cool you down. Yes, because I've kept you too long. So we're going to come up onto tiptoe. We're going to go 1, 2, down, up onto tiptoe. See if you can change that leading foot so you're taking it in turns. Up onto tiptoe, 1, 2, down, and then we're going to turn around. No, we're not going to turn around. We're going backwards. Stop it, Sarah Tag. All right then, up. Okay, just feel the way with this one. Heels down, up. So this is why we need the wall. Good. Try not to lean backwards. Up, 1, 2, heels down. Good work. Okay, everybody, let's just do one more set. One more set, and then we'll stretch out and you are done. So roll those shoulders up to the ears. Slide those shoulder blades down. Take that wide grip on that band. Draw that tummy button in. Now imagine, draw that chin to the back of your neck. Good. We're going to do 10 of these. So this is number 9. We're going to go 8. So that band shouldn't be coming over chest level. It shouldn't be coming over the breastbone. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Draw those shoulder blades together. Good. Stop if that neck starts to hurt. Last 2. Last 1. Squeeze and release. Oh, there we go. Great work, my friends. That was 10 really good exercises today. So, it was 11 actually. So, have a sip of water. Do you know what? I've only just realised I forgot to turn any music on. Oh, well, sorry about that. Not much I can do about it now. Okay, so we're just going to take some little pushes. We're going to take some pushes up. Good. We're just going to push up again on the other side, and then just gradually decrease that range. It's a little bit like the opposite of the warm-up. And then we're going to make some circles with these elbows. Nice and easy does it. Good. And then just relax those arms. Just see if you can bring these knees up. Practicing a little bit of balance at the same time. Good. Just squeezing those knees up. And then we're going to just gently move those feet. Now let's start with the calf stretch, shall we? So I'm going to use the wall for balance, but you don't have to. Take that foot behind you. Press that heel down towards the floor. So we're feeling that lengthening through the calf muscles. Relax. Breathe out. And then we're going to bring it in. Let's do the same on the other side. Good. Press that heel to the floor. Breathe out. And then we're just going to bring it in. We're going to take that breath in. We're going to reach up. And then we're going to drop one hand behind you into this tricep stretch. So we're stretching the tricep muscles, shoulders, and reaching down that back. And then we're going to reach up again. And we're going to do the same on the other side, just holding onto that fleshy part of the arm between the elbow and the shoulder. Good. Fleshier, should I say, than the elbow. And then we're going to reach up, breathe in, slide those shoulders away from the ears. See if we can hold onto those fingertips. Draw those hands away from the shoulders. Open up that chest. See if you can retract those shoulders, draw those blades together, squeeze those arms ever so slightly upwards, all the while looking straight ahead, tummy button in. And then we just let those arms go. Tap those feet a little bit. Ooh, good stuff. Okay, so we're just going to see if we can take the feet a little bit wider, not that wide. We're going to reach up. Draw this tummy button in, just lift that chest. So we're taking that nice stretch through the trunk. We're going to breathe in, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Good. Breathe out and in. Lovely. And then we're just going to take a nice little roll of the shoulders. Let's think about the backs of those thighs. So we're going to take that small step in front of you and hinge at the hips. Notice we're not curving this spine. And then we're getting that nice stretch down the back of the straight leg. Breathing out. And then we're just going to see if we can come gently out, come back in. You might be able to take it a little bit lower. Good. And then we're going to release. And we'll do the same on the other side. So small step forwards, really small step. Doesn't have to be a big step. Hinging at the hips. We're going to hold it for about 10 seconds. And then we're going to come out and we're going to see if we can just gently go back ever so slightly lower. Good. Breathe out. And then bring it back. Good. So we'll just take a few little rolls of those shoulders. Release any tension there. We're going to hold onto this wall and we're going to take that front of the thigh stretch. So we're going to see if we can either do that level one, so without any, any support. If we can assist this stretch, we can hold onto the back of the trainer, sock, trouser leg. You might be able to hold onto the front of that trainer. And we want that knee pointing down, not too big a gap between the knees. Just gently push that hip forwards. Now, if we can, we're going to take this knee back an inch or two, and we're going to get the hip flexor stretch that way. And release. Good. And we'll do the same on the other side. So we're just going to bring that knee up, either here, or we're going to take that heel. Good. Lift that chest. Good. Now we're going to hold it for a few seconds, and then we're going to try and bring this knee backwards. Good. Ever so slightly, and then it just hits the top of that thigh a bit more. And then we're going to release. Lovely. I was pretty aware that I kept you a while. So we're going to stand nice and tall. Relax these arms by your side. Let's finish with that little stretch for the head and neck. So what we're going to do is very, very gently allow your right ear to fall towards the right shoulder. Really gently. Don't force this one, guys, otherwise you will regret it. Now, only if you feel comfortable, we're going to take your left hand, just push those fingers away from center. And then if you feel comfortable, very slowly flex that left hand. So you're pushing into the palm. And then we're going to release, gently bring that head up. So this is definitely not one to do on cold muscles. Gently let that ear on the left side fall towards the left shoulder. Just hold it there for a minute. Relax those arms, relax those shoulders, and then gently push to the fingers on the right side. And slowly but surely, just start to flex that hand, pushing down into that palm. And then we're going to gently release. Bring everything back. And a little tension release. Good. Okay. So I'm going to just finish with some nice breaths in. I'm going to push that breath out. And as you're breathing in, I want you to think about the sunshine, blue sky. Think about those strong muscles you're developing. Really great work, guys. And we are done. Yay for you. Brilliant work. So make sure you have a drink. Make sure you contact me if you had any problems with anything. Otherwise, go put your feet up, only for a bit, mind. Don't let it, not the rest of the day. And enjoy the rest of your day. See you next week. Bye.